Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Guys, I am so excited to be sitting down and crafting with you today. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. I actually want to start with a really quick Hobby Lobby haul. I got to go today by myself and I actually got to kind of take my time and look around, and I found a few things that I'm so excited about. So I want to show you that first, and then we will jump right into our crafts for the night. Okay, so first off are these acrylic blanks. These are the bookmarks and it's a 6 piece. They were $2.49. These bookmarks measure 2 inches by 6 inches. So this is how they come. It looks like they have a film on either side, but I did pick these up and we are going to be crafting with these tonight. So I'm super excited. Next up, from the Paper Studio, I found these 12-piece paper clips, and these are jumbo paper clips. They were $2.99, but everything from the Paper Studio is 40% off this week. So whatever 40% off of $2.99 was. And I just got the pastel one, which it looks like there's 3, 6, 9, 12. Yep. So 3 of each color, and it just has a really pretty pink, purple, a mint, and then a light blue. So I thought that these were so pretty. In that same area, and also 40% off, this is a 6 piece of paper clips. This one here was $3.49. Now these are on the larger size. They're not as big as like the jumbo ones, but these are super cute because they have the little pom-poms on the top. So I also picked these up because, I mean, why not? They're just so cute, and we're actually going to be using these tonight. I also picked up this canvas banner. This is in the natural, it's a rectangle banner. It's 17 by 13. And it looks like just has like the metal ringlets there. And this was $2.49. This was not 40% off. So I did pay $2.49 for this. But I thought that this would be a really nice blank to use. In the same area that I found the acrylic bookmarks, I also found these acrylic keychains. So these say rectangle acrylic keychain, 6 piece, and these were $2.49. So these were not on sale, so I did pay $2.49 for these. But they are 6 little keychains, and it comes with, it looks like the acrylic keychain itself and then just like the hardware. So I thought this was a really good price, and they actually had these in a few different shapes. And they actually had like a really big selection of like acrylic blanks in my store that I haven't seen before. Although I will say it's been probably like 3 weeks since I've been to Hobby Lobby. So my store had a lot of really cool acrylic blanks. So I was super excited to pick these up, and I thought that was a really good price. Something that I just always pick up from Hobby Lobby when I go and remember and kind of know that I need some more. These are just the reusable clear plastic straws. It's a 6 piece for $1.79. I just think they're a good price and I like the quality of them. They just always tend to kind of end up in my cart. Okay, so you guys, I don't know if I have seen this in Hobby Lobby before or not. This was in the unfinished wood section. It was $8.99, but the unfinished wood was 40% off this week. It has this little mechanism here, which is how you lock and unlock it. So you just kind of pull that up, and then the top opens. Now there's nowhere to put a like photo or paper like I did for my daughter's little jewelry box. I'll try to link that video if you guys are interested. And then inside, it just has these little compartments. Now these are set in, you cannot move them. So it is configured just like that. I was just super drawn to this, and I have an idea. I have to give it a little more thought because I'm not exactly sure how it's going to come together and exactly how I would make it work. So this is going to be coming soon, hopefully. I'm really working on it because the idea I have, I'm super excited for. I just have to kind of work out the kinks. Okay, and last but not least, I have to show you guys, this is the project I am most excited for, and the thing that I went to Hobby Lobby for today specifically. So I went to Hobby Lobby to find a tote bag, and I will show you guys in just a little bit my idea for it. I wasn't sure that they were going to have this one here. Now, this one here is exactly a dupe for the one that I'm going to be creating. So this is exactly what I was looking for. This here is just called the large canvas zipper tote black. It was $6.99. So this has an outside pocket. It has the two handles, and then it does have a zipper closure at the top, and then one inside pocket with a zipper closure. Now this one here is black, so it has like the black fabric at the bottom and then the stripes up the sides. Now this bag was more expensive. It was $6.99, but I will tell you this bag is large and it's also a really nice, sturdy, thick material. They do have other tote bags that are very super inexpensive, and I actually was gonna pick up like one of each and just kind of do it on all the different types of tote bags they had, but I reined myself in. But there are definitely cheaper options than this one. So if you wanted to do this for like a bachelorette party or maybe a bridal party, a girls' night in, or a small group, any type of thing like that where you wanted to kind of gift multiple of these, if this is a little pricey for how many you have to do, they definitely have more affordable options. However, for what we're going to do tonight, this is absolutely perfect. I'm so happy that it has the zipper. And like I said, this is super sturdy and substantial. The straps I know are going to last, and I just cannot wait to use this. Okay guys, so that's all I have for my haul. It was super small, but I am just in love with absolutely every single thing that I bought. So with that in mind, I could not wait to get into my craft room tonight. Okay, so bringing in my first blanks here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with these little keychains. I'm super excited to give these a go, so I'm just gonna start there. I really like that the bag is a resealable bag. So for tonight, I'm gonna be using 3 little keychains. And it's nice, I just zip them back up and keep them right in the little container there. I have 3 left for a future project. So I think just about everything tonight is going to be teacher gifts and or something for myself. Like I said, I went to Hobby Lobby today to specifically look for the tote bag because I had a project that I just had to get done. I have been itching to get it done. So I had a little bit of time today, and let me tell you, Hobby Lobby was my first stop, even before Target, which sometimes it's a little tough for me. I kind of like, it's kind of tough for me to decide if I go to Target first or Hobby Lobby first, which, like, Target opens first. I could absolutely like plan it where I could technically go to each one first, but it's not that serious. It's just funny. I'll kind of get in the car and I'm like, oh my goodness, which one should I go to first? But today I decided to go to Hobby Lobby first because, like I said, I knew that I wanted to do my tote bag, and I knew that Hobby Lobby has absolutely the best selection of like just little tote bags at the best price that I've really found. So with that being said, I knew that that was my best bet for finding the little tote bag. And it was even better than I could have guessed. It took everything in me not to buy like 3 of them. I honestly wanted to buy every single one of them on the shelf, but I definitely didn't need to do that. But I did want to buy like 3 of them because I had a few different ideas, but I did show some self-restraint, which, you know, my husband would be very, very proud of me for. Speaking of my husband, we went away for his birthday. We just went for one night to celebrate his birthday, and it was such a nice night away. We had such a great time, and it was nice to wake up to the beach and just see the ocean. Okay, so as I'm weeding this here, I decided to cut this little design out, and I decided that I was gonna put this on the little keychains. Now, for the teacher gifts, this is for like the end of school, right? My daughter is coming to the end of her first year of school. It was her first year of preschool. So my daughter has a teacher and then 2 teacher aides. So I need 3 teacher gifts. So with that being said, because I need 3 of them, I try to do something that's just like a little more cost effective. And I do like to kind of put, you know, most of the money towards the gift cards, because I do always include a gift card with my teacher gift. So I thought a sweet little keychain in addition to their gift card and card would be cute. And like I said, I thought for the price, it was a good value. So with that being said, I'm just gonna take my weeding tool and very carefully, you're just gonna kind of grab this protective film. Be very careful. You don't want to accidentally scratch your acrylic. So just taking my protective film off both sides of my first keychain there. And then I just cut a piece of transfer tape to fit over my design here. I'm gonna lay these down, obviously one by one, but I'm gonna use the same piece of transfer tape. So actually, let's go ahead and kind of production line this. So let's go ahead and take off all the liners just because I don't want to forget. And 2, I think it's just kind of faster, right? And more efficient when you kind of just do everything at once because you're kind of just in the mode of doing it. So once I start laying down vinyl, I kind of just want to stay in the mode of laying down vinyl. Okay, so with that being said, I now have all of my protective films off from both the front and back of my little keychains. They are so, so beautiful. There is nothing like taking the protective film off of a piece of acrylic. Just so pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up my little design here. I did size this to fit in Design Space. And I'm just gonna try to get this as centered as I can. Actually, I think I'm gonna bring in just this piece of trash here just to help me see because it's kind of hard with my desk as the background. So I'm just gonna try to get this as centered as I can within my keychain. That looks pretty good to me. And then this is gonna lay down really nicely because we just took off that protective film, so it's like super clean and beautiful. So that should lay down really nicely, and it did. So now I have just a little pink apple here. That's gonna go right on the outline of my apple. Just leaving just the slightest little outline. And then last but not least, I have just the tiniest little leaf. And I will give you guys a close-up in just a second. Okay guys, so here is my little keychain up close. Let's see, so the text itself is just a dark gray color. And then I used a pink for the apple with a little green leaf there. Okay, let's go ahead and get our second one laid down. Once again, using that same piece of transfer tape, I'm just gonna lay it down my design. I'll burnish it and then pulling up my transfer tape. Let's get this laid down nice and straight. Okay, and that looks pretty good to me. Let's grab our little apple, which is funny because it kind of looks like a tooth. So, I don't know, it's funny. If you didn't know it was an apple, it would kind of look like a tooth. And then let's grab our little leaf. Uh-oh, I grabbed both of my little leaves. It's like the tiniest, tiniest little leaf. Okay, I'll be back for you in just a second. Actually, let's just put you on here. Since you're in such a hurry, ma'am, let's just go ahead and put you right here. I think that's where you wanted to go. Okay. So here is our second little keychain. Super cute. Uh-oh, now the only thing is my leaf is on here. Let's see. Okay, last but not least, go ahead and get our third and final keychain done. These were actually super easy. So I would say this is a great beginner's project. Go ahead and lay down our little pink apple here. And then let me grab my little leaf here. And here we go. Here is my three little keychains all done. They are a little hard for you guys to see on camera. And honestly, I mean, in person, they're easy enough to read, but I almost wonder if I should put some paint on the back and then Mod Podge like over it. You guys let me know, because let me tell you, they are a little hard to read in person. Not quite as bad as like on camera, but you guys let me know down in the comments if you think I should add some white chalk paint to the back or just leave it clear. I do really like the simplicity and kind of like just super simple nature of the clear, but you guys let me know. Okay guys, so that is our first 3 crafts for the teacher. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to stay like within a theme here. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up very quickly like my teacher gifts. So in that theme, I do have my 3 little cards here that I made for the teacher. Now I had the Cricut go in and draw this with a pen, and then it also cut it out. So I will give you guys a close-up in just a second of these. But 2 of them I already went ahead and got done. I already did all the gluing and stacking. This one here I'm gonna do together with you guys just so you can kind of see the process I went through. But I didn't think that I needed to show you all 3 because it does get a little tedious, right? So with that in mind, I'm just gonna add my glue, and then putting on this first layer here, this is the only one that is a little difficult just because it is that first layer. So you got to be careful that you don't get a ton of spillage out of the front, as well as you want to be really careful not to get like too much glue on the front of your card, as well as you don't want to smudge any of the ink. So just really take your time with this first layer. If you do get any glue kind of seeping out, I like to use this little sticky side of my pickup tool, and it really does a great job of kind of getting that excess glue out of different areas. Now, I did cut out the offset layer or background layer 2 additional times. So this is 3 layers deep or thick. So we have the one that I put onto the top layer. Now we have our second layer. And again, I'm just lining these up, adding more glue, making sure that I get that glue all the way to the edges so that my layers really stay together nicely. Just like that. And then I will add my last layer here. And then I like to just kind of go through and kind of push out towards the edges, wiping away any excess glue that runs out. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set this under something heavy. In the meantime, while I let that one dry, I'm gonna take my other 2 here that I did earlier, and I'm just gonna start by applying some little foam squares. Now, these are the foam squares from the Dollar Tree. I use them all the time. I love them. I think they work great, and I don't know, I think that they are a great buy for the price. Now, I like to just kind of go around the edge to start. Just kind of putting some foam tape everywhere that kind of supports the outside edges. Cutting down any foam tape where I need to. And then I'll just put this one here because I'm gonna need it for the other one. And then I think 2 in the middle should be just fine. Now I'm going to just take my weeding tool here, and this will help me get the backs off of my foam tape nicely. Now I did decide to use the same card base for all 3 of my cards. These card bases are from a card pack that I got from Hobby Lobby that I showed in a haul. I will try to link it if you guys are interested. But I absolutely love, love, love that pack of card bases. So I thought it would be perfect for this. Okay. So now I'm just gonna bring in my first card base here, just making sure that I have it the correct way so that it opens correctly when I give it to the teacher. And then honestly, I'm just gonna try to kind of center this the best I can. But, you know, not the end of the world either way. That looks great to me. So here is a close-up of our first card. It just says, a big thank you to a special teacher. I did this one here out of a pink color. So that is card number 1. Let's go ahead and get our second one done. I absolutely cannot believe that school is almost over. This year has gone absolutely so quickly. I was just making a video, making something for my daughter's first day of preschool, and kind of talking about, I could not believe that she was starting school, and this was kind of the start of her going to school. And now here we are, like coming up on the last day of school, and it is just wild to me. So she has had the absolute best first school year. My darling baby girl has done so well, and I am so proud of her. And I am so thankful for her teachers. They have really gone like so above and beyond with her, and she just loves them so much, which honestly, that's all I can ask for. So I definitely had to make sure that I kind of came into my craft room and made sure that I got some special things done for them. Just because I know that I have a busy couple of weeks. So I wanted to make sure that this was done because I could not let this get away from me. Okay, now just bringing in my second card base. Again, just making sure it's opening the correct way. Again, I'll just center this the best I can. And then this one here I did out of a purple color. And again, I just used the same card base and the same sentiment, just in different colors. Okay, and then we will get our last one done here. This is the one we just did, and I can tell that it's definitely still super wet. I usually give these like a pretty good amount of time to dry before I usually like finish making my cards. So I think it'll be fine, just FYI. If you kind of do like multiple layers like that, and you're stacking a lot on top of each other, sometimes it can take just a little extra time to dry. So just kind of keep that in mind. Just bring in my last card base here. Once again, I will just get this as centered as I can. Perfect. And this is the last one here. I just did this in a blue color. And here we go. So here is, okay guys, so here are my 3 custom thank you cards for the teacher. I absolutely love the way these came out. I did, again, a pink, a purple, and then a blue. Now bringing in my little puffy pom-poms, my idea was I am going to gift the teachers, obviously gift cards as well. So my idea was to kind of put one of the paper clips and then paper clip their gift card. So I think that will be super cute. So I'm gonna put a pink pom-pom with the blue one. And then I think I'll put this really pretty yellow one with the purple. And then, I don't know, I'm really liking this green. It's a little like funkier than I usually go for, but I like it. So I'm gonna put this green with the pink. Okay, so here are the 3 little thank you cards with their little cute little pom-pom paper clips. I think that's so cute. I will just, you know, paper clip the gift card to the inside of our little thank you cards. And I just thought that that was just a playful little touch and a nice way to gift the gift card. I showed these 2 little, it says decor boxes from Dollar Tree. I showed them in, I believe, my last Dollar Tree haul. I got 2 of these recently from the Dollar Tree. Now, I think that I'm going to give the teacher these as well. And I was thinking I will just fill this with a candy salad. I don't know if you guys have like heard of that or seen it. I've seen it like in some videos and I just think it's so cute. But you just take like a bunch of different types of candies, like whatever kind you like, and you just kind of buy different ones and mix them all together. So I was thinking I'll put like some parchment paper on the bottom, and then I'll just buy a bunch of different kind of candies, make a candy salad, and then put it inside of this little bowl here. And then, like I said in the haul video, I like to gift things in things like this, because once they're done with the candy, then hopefully, you know, they will display this in their home. Now, the only problem is I only have 2 of these, so I have to go back to the Dollar Tree and see if I can find one more. If I'm able to find one more, I will pick it up and do that. If not, I'll find another little box that matches, because I want all 3 of them to be the same, just in case they kind of get mixed up. I just feel more comfortable kind of everybody's being the same. So I want to get 3 that match. So hopefully I can find one more of these, if not something close. Okay, so bringing in my little tote bag, like I said, I got this from Hobby Lobby, and you guys, when I tell you, this is exactly what I was looking for. This is a perfect dupe for the LL Bean totes that are super popular right now. And you guys, I'm gonna insert a couple of pictures if I can figure out how. I think I know how, but I'm really gonna try, because I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. And I also want to show you guys like 3 that I was really torn between. And I want to know if you guys, think I made the right choice, or if you guys would have gone with a different one. However, I just thought this was so cute, and I just had to. I cannot. Summer is coming, and we are going to be just out and about. And, you know, a tote bag is a mama's best friend. So I am always kind of in and out of different tote bags all summer long. And I am absolutely loving this trend. Okay, so bringing in my canvas bag here, I'm gonna go ahead and lint roll the area where I'm thinking about putting my decal. Okay, so I have my Easy Press Mini warming up right on the side of my desk here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this in, and I'm going to actually, I had my heat press mat under my tote, but the side that I want to put my decal on is also the side that has the zipper pocket. So instead of doing that, I'm going to flip this zipper pocket out, right? So I'm not ironing on top of that. And then I'm also going to put my heat press mat inside of my tote bag, so that there's only one layer between my heat press mat and my tote bag. Okay, and then let's go ahead and just get this material nice and preheated, as well as really nice and ironed out. Okay, and then bringing in my little sentiment here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down really close, because I want to get this really as centered as I can. Okay, so here is my little sentiment. It just says hunky dory, and is that not the absolute cutest thing you have ever seen in your life? I am so obsessed with this. I love it so much. And like I said, I'm gonna try to insert some pictures. I was really torn with what kind of like variation I wanted to do, but something about the hunky dory just spoke to me. It's just so cute and wholesome, and it's just everything I love. So I am going with this. Absolutely feel free to go with anything, you know, that speaks to you. One that I didn't see, that like I don't have a picture of, but that I really was considering, was also Jesus Girl. I might grab another tote and make that one, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm trying to, you know, always kind of limit myself and be mindful. So with that being said, I am thankful to have this tote here. And look how cute. I just did this in a matte black iron-on. It laid down really, really nicely. You can see the texture of the canvas through the vinyl. So it looks really good. And there we go. Now this does have a outside pocket. The LL Bean Bags has the saying on the side without the pocket. I think it's personal preference. If you prefer to wear this as like the outside of the bag, then feel free. I think that I like to have my pocket kind of towards me so that way I can stick like my phone and keys down inside of the little pocket and then it's closest to my body. But look how cute. It just says hunky dory and I am in love. So you guys, let me know how you think I did with my little dupe here. I will tell you the one that I wanted from LL Bean was, I want to say 59. I want to say either $49 or $59. I'll double check and put the price down below, but I know it was definitely more than 40, and I just made this little tote bag for $6.99 thanks to Hobby Lobby, and for that alone, I love it 1,000 times more. Okay guys, so bringing in my last little blank here. These are the little acrylic bookmarks that I just found at Hobby Lobby. Now I'm gonna be making 4 of these all together, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm only gonna make one of them tonight on camera because honestly, I am just super tired. I am ready for bed, so I think I'm going to call it a night after this. But also because right as I was finishing up my last craft there, I burnt myself with my Easy Press Mini, which is the first time that has ever happened to me. So definitely like my own fault, no fault of the Easy Press Mini. But it definitely hurt and I am just ready to kind of call it a night after that. So with that being said, I am gonna do one little bookmark with you guys tonight and then I'll probably finish them up sometime tomorrow because I do need them for this weekend. So I just went in and found a couple different designs in Design Space that I liked. And then just kind of combine them to fit the blank that I have. Now, these little bookmarks I am making for my small group. So all 4 of them are going to be exactly the same because I love matching things. I just love matching with anyone who is willing to match me. Okay, now I don't have this pulled up in Design Space, which would be helpful right now. I'm kind of just winging it, but I would definitely suggest kind of keeping your design up in Design Space. If you have a design, particularly with like a lot of different layers, just because it can get a little tricky to remember like what gets weeded and what stays. But I think I'm okay. Trust me, we will find out soon enough. So someone left a comment in my last video saying, I believe she was saying like, the parts where I speed up and kind of play music through me weeding or kind of doing a repetitive motion, she said that maybe I should leave in like me speaking and just kind of leave it in real time and keep in the talking that I sometimes do or sometimes don't do, just depending. And I was just wondering if you guys kind of have a preference on that. I honestly try to kind of balance the music and the talking just because, I don't know, I know it's kind of nice sometimes to get a break, right, from the talking and just have some nice relaxing music and just kind of, you know, watch what I'm doing and not necessarily have to pay attention to what I'm saying. But I know that people also like to hear, you know, like hear people talk while they craft. So if you guys have any suggestions or if you have a preference one way or another, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear. I am always open to any feedback, and I so greatly appreciate anyone who takes any time out of their day to give me any type of productive criticism. Okay, now bringing in a piece of transfer tape, I did cut it to fit my largest piece, which is my pink piece. However, I know that I have to lay down my gray piece first because everything at the bottom of my bookmark gets layered onto this piece. So with that being said, I know I'm gonna start there. However, I do want to go ahead and cut my transfer tape to fit my pink piece, right? Because I don't want to have to like use multiple pieces of transfer tape. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the protective film from both the front and the back. Okay. And then let's go ahead, just laying that transfer tape down, I'll burnish it. And then I'm going to flip it over and then pull my carrier sheet away. You want to leave your design down on your transfer tape. And then is there anything under this? No. Okay, so this is, I think, just about here. Should be good. Okay, so once again, this is hard to see because it's clear. Okay, so I think that's gonna help me a little bit. So yeah, that definitely helps. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try to lay this down. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so now that I have that base layer of my gray down, now I'm gonna go in and lay down this large pink piece, which typically, like I said, I would start with this piece because it is the largest. I only had to put my gray down first because I then have to layer on top of it, right? Okay, and this just says, girl, read your Bible. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus, right at the bottom here is the little pink bookmark. So I'm gonna focus on lining up this little bookmark to the bookmark in the outline of the gray. So just focusing on this bookmark at the bottom, trying to get that lined up within the outline. Okay, take two. Let's try this again. Okay, so I'm gonna once again focus on my bookmark. However, I need to also focus on my text here because I don't know if I just got that super off or if something is super off. It looks like I just got it super off the first time because this actually looks like it's a lot better. Let's see. Oh no, not again. Sorry if it's hard for you guys to see. I know the glare can be bad sometimes. However, I'm really trying to kind of save this. So give me just a little grace here. Okay, so here is my first layer. Not horrible, but not great. I did have to redo it. This one might have to be mine. I don't know. I saved it, but I don't know. I think it's still a little wonky. We'll see. Let's keep going and see how it comes out. Okay, so next I think is the blue layer, and this is gonna be like the cover. And that should go just about like that. And then I believe the white should be next. I also have this blue little dot that was supposed to lay down with the cover. No problem, I'll just pick it up and lay it down by myself. Now let's go ahead and add our little pages of our sweet little Bible here. Our last and final layer here. I'm not exactly sure I'm loving how this came out, so I don't know. I might have to rethink my little bookmark design here. You guys let me know down in the comments if you think it was successful or not. I'll give you a close-up in just a second. Okay, so here is how my little Bible came out. Here's a little close-up of my Bible. This is how it came out. You guys let me know down in the comments if you think that this is cute. I'm definitely missing like a little circle here for this little dot. So I will need to go in and cut out something to put there if I decide to keep this design. And I have to cut out another one of the girl read your Bible. So no problem. When I'm in there cutting out this part, I will just cut out another little circle there. So no problem, but here's how it came out. I also have these little like, I think they're what, organza ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I got them from Hobby Lobby when they were 40% off and they were a really reasonable price. So this is the white color. I have a white and an off-white. And then my idea was just to kind of cut off a little bit like that. And then I will just kind of knot it towards the base of my bookmark. But here's my little bookmark. Like I said, I do need to make, what, 3 more of these. So this is my idea. I do need them for this weekend, so I will have to get them done one way or another. I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with this design. I'm not 100% sure that I was able to pull it off the way that I like to, but we'll see. I think that it's super cute, and this is how it came out. Oh my goodness, I thought that was my last craft, but I have to do this one super quickly before I get out of here. So I'm gonna just kind of run through this very quickly. I showed in one of my first videos that I made was me making the sign for my daughter for her first day of pre-K. And I saved that design in Design Space, and now we are nearing her last day. So I simply went in and edited the design that I had saved and just changed it to say my last day of pre-K instead of first day. And I have this little blank here. This is from the Dollar Tree. Now, I will tell you, this has like the little slats in it. You can kind of see it on camera, I believe. However, they were like brown in between. I simply went in with some black chalk paint and just painted between those lines because I didn't really love the look of that. I wanted more of just a solid black background, kind of a chalkboard effect. So with that being said, I simply went in and covered those lines with the black paint. And I think that is going to work just fine for what I need it for. This blank here was only $1.25 from Dollar Tree, so okay, so just cutting down a piece of transfer tape. This is a larger design, so I'm going to go ahead and fold back just a little bit of this carrier sheet, just exposing just a little bit of my transfer tape there at the top. I'm then going to take my transfer tape and just taking that little bit that's exposed, I'm going to lay that down and then pull that lip that I created. That's going to help us lay our transfer tape down really nice and hopefully straight. Looks like we did a pretty good job there. Let's go ahead and flip this over. I'm going to pull up my carrier sheet. I want to leave my design down on my transfer tape, just like that. Now in Design Space, I did go in and I made a blank just like normal, but then I also went in and kind of made little rectangles the size of the little slats within my design, within my sign here. And then I just placed the 3 elements of my design within those little like 1.75 areas. And then attach them together. So I was hoping that it was going to be close enough that it would work. And it looks like it might just. But I figured even if not, I could always go in and cut it apart. But if it did work, it would just make my life that much easier. And it absolutely worked like a charm. Now, I do want to mention as I kind of try to get this up, this is not a chalkboard material. This is like a wood material that is painted black. So like I said, I did go in with some black chalk paint and paint over my little cracks there. Now, I am having a little bit of an issue getting this vinyl to stay down. Like I've said before, once it's down and I've given it, you know, at least 24 hours to cure, I have absolutely no trouble with it staying down. It's just sometimes different materials, depending on kind of how they're treated or how dirty they are. You know, sometimes the vinyl can have a little bit of a problem sticking. However, if you're patient and you kind of get it down and then let it cure, I'm telling you, it will not give you any problems. So just take your time getting it down and then it should be good to go from there. Now I do have one little area here that's Okay guys, so here is my last little craft. It just says my last day of pre-K. I love this so much. I think it is so, so cute. And like I said, I already had the file saved in Design Space from where I made her little sign that said the first day of pre-K. I'll try to link it if you're interested. However, I just went in, it took me maybe 3 minutes to change first to last, cut it and weed it. And then for $1.25, I just have her little custom sign. And I love the idea of kind of having these match every year. It's just one of those things. I think it would just be so cute. So with that in mind, I absolutely love our little sign here. Okay guys, that is definitely the last craft for the night. I have got to get to bed. I am so tired. Thank you guys so, so much for joining me tonight. If you haven't subscribed, I ask that you please, please consider subscribing. We are so, so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I could not be more excited. For my subscribers that are already here and join me every video, and the ones who continue to join us every day, thank you so much for being here and supporting my videos. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.